What's going on? I thought I'd make one of those, like the Roy's shallow water anchors, or power poles, or anti-power pole, whatever you want to call it. I built one here, not totally finished with it. Mocked it up on my boat. It works great, but I just don't think I want it on my boat. I wanted to show everybody how I did it. Doesn't really weigh anything. I just used some of the stuff I had laying around. But, as you can see, it does what intended. It goes way on down. I measured it on my boat. You could use this and anchor in about 6 foot of water, 6.5 foot of water. I just used some 3/16 plate that I had. It was little scraps. Nothing much. Cut everything out with the cutoff wheel on the grinder. You know, just cut everything out. Kind of measured my pipe, which this is 3/4 inch rigid conduit. I think it's 3/4 inch. Let me double check that before I say that. Yeah, 3/4 inch rigid. I just had a couple scrap pieces. I cut these. Oh. I cut these pieces 42 inches long, and this one 52 inches long, wasn't it? Or I can't even remember my measurements now. I know the 42 and the 50 inches. But with it on my boat with the poling platform, I built a trolling motor mount, which really simple. I was gonna do a video on that too. But I think there'd just be too much going on. I don't want to just put a bunch of junk. The only time I would use this is flounder fishing, because usually I'm in, 2 to 5 foot of water, maybe 6 foot, not real deep. But I just want to show y'all, this is so simple. On this one here, I kind of screwed up a little bit on where I drilled my holes at. My first hole I drilled, then when I put it on, it was kind of off a little bit, so I had to measure over. But once I built one of this is the bottom part that would actually mount to your boat. That's why it's on a different angle, because your transom, my transom, most transoms are not straight up and down. They're slightly at a little bit of an angle. So this is cut to match that angle, eyeballing everything, so it would be straight. And I got the piece cut for the bracket that goes on the back and all that, but once I kind of mocked it up, I was like, man, I don't know if I want this, so I just stopped. I was gonna weld it all up, take the MIG welder or stick welders, just knock it out. But if you're looking and you really wanting one, they're easy to make. Yeah, I got this. This is scrap steel. I pretty much cut everything out of one. It's just scrap steel. Off a job we was doing at work, I was like, man, can I have 1 or 2 of those pieces? we were going to throw them away anyway. And they were like, yeah. I was like, awesome. Got a perfect project for it. Brought it home, cleaned it up. Cut 4 of these things. You can tell they're not big, so you can get a bunch of them out of it, depending on if you're wanting to build one. Now, yeah, I use the drill press, but you don't have to. To drill, well, this one here takes 2 holes. The top one, which that bolts in backwards, takes 4 holes. I put 1/4-inch bolts in it. It's what I had laying around. I got a couple more in here somewhere. But it works as designed, just like the Roy's shallow water anchor. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it. Same concept. They want like $300 to $500 for theirs. I literally have $0 in this. This is all scrap steel. Bolts I had laying around. If you were to have to buy it, depending on how long you're making it, you know, they sell them in 10-foot sticks of rigid conduit. You would need 2 of them. I think they're $30 to $40 a piece. So you're at 60 or 80 bucks. You can buy 3/16 steel at Tractor Supply for little to nothing. You don't need a very big piece, you know. With the measurements I have here, a 1 foot by 1 foot square piece, you can build this. You know, cut it 6 by 6 pieces, because these are 6 inches by 4 3/4, 6 inches by 6 inches. And this is the biggest piece. So a 1 foot square, you could knock it out. Cut you 3 pieces, however long you, I mean, you can make them as long as you want. The longer you make them, the deeper it goes. But I was gonna do 48 inches. When I measured it on the boat, it just seemed like it stuck up too high. I was like, all right, I'll go 42. I just think it's too much going on for what I'm gonna use it for. What else? There's nothing to it. Like I said, you drill corresponding holes, line up to your plate, and like I said, it just drops down and back up, down. But yeah, I know Roy's, I think theirs are aluminum and stuff, a little bit lighter. This one altogether, Roy's I think is 16 or 18 pounds. This one weighs about 18 to 19 pounds. It's a little bit heavier, but then again, it's robust. But it's not so unbelievably heavy you can't pick it up. Yeah, I know these 2 little tiny pieces ain't on there. But, I don't know, it's less than 20 pounds. The longer you make it, the heavier it's gonna get. But I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Super simple. Like I said, they're wanting, and I understand that people don't have the tools or sometimes just a mechanical knowledge to do things themselves. It's very simple to build. Don't seem as simple to take apart. But that's because I got these bolts jammed in there. I just wanted to show you. Yeah. Almost lost a toe. I mean, you got your, well, there goes one of them. 4 plates. You know. I said I just use 1/4-inch bolts. All you need. it would actually be mounted like that. Put those. And these two. And sometimes I always get aggravated. I'm watching YouTube and I'm like, man, what are the measurements? I went 1 inch down from the top. And there's your square line to the corner. So that's the angle that I had to put on there for the boat. But it's 1 inch, a 1 inch, and 1 inch up from the bottom. I don't know if you can see this. And this one here is 2.5 inches over from the side. Okay, that's the bottom plates. Six inches by 6 inches. These are the same. 1 inch down from the top, 1 inch over, 1 inch up from the bottom, 2.5 inches over. These will be whatever you want them to be. I have them, roughly 1 3/4 apart from each other. Yeah, 1 3/4. Make them whatever you want. 2 inches. This piece doesn't move. But on the boat they would mount like this. You know, this piece stays still, this one folds down. The same way on your pipes. Measured 1 inch down, 1 inch down, 1 inch down. Corresponding, making sure. But that's it. I mean, really simple to build. I just wanted to give a quick video on that. I know this video, I probably butchered it to death and I'm going to get 100 hate comments because I didn't go into any more detail on it. But it's just really simple. Putting them together. Just lining up the holes. I hope by the way, when to use my microphones, they died on me. So if the audio's garbage, that's me. I didn't have them charged, I don't think. But just a really simple, easy way to build it. Put that one in the wrong hole. I know I drilled a new hole for a reason. I thought that one was it. I know nobody wants to see me just fumble around with bolts, but like that. There it is. Oh, I know I dropped it. And these bolts don't really, they're not the right length, but it's what I had. I was like, I'll run to the store and get some after I see if it's gonna work. It works, and I'm probably gonna finish building it because I'm sure somebody that I know wants one or wants this one. I don't mind. Now that one's gonna be a pain. But you get the gist of it. And it's back to working. But I wanted to do a quick video, show everybody they're not hard to build. I'm sure you can take more time than I did with it. I've never had that in a light one. But it's just a quick DIY project to spend the afternoon doing. Didn't take long. Cut these out last night. Kind of smoothed them over, sanded them down. Got up this morning. Didn't have nothing going on. Well, got up and went dove hunting unsuccessfully with my boys. Seen a bunch out of range. Come home and I'm like, I'm gonna finish this thing. But knock that out. Like I said, I'll do a little video on the trolling motor mount I built. It turned out really awesome. Just really, I mean, it's basic as basic can be. Made out of the same 3/16 plate. I mean, you can't, I think 1/4 inch, which is this plate here. A little bit of overkill for a 35-pound thrust trolling motor, but this works out great. I sanded it down, painted it, put C-deck on the front and back, but that'll be in another video. Leave any questions, comments, what y'all think about this or anything related to this. I'm gonna be changing up my videos, not changing them up, but I do love doing my boat stuff. But we've got a lot of stuff going on in the yard with the flower beds, the grilling area, the pool house. Just a lot of improvement stuff around the house that we've done. How I redid the garage. I think that'll, you know, still going along with my boat stuff. But just trying to throw some other stuff out there. There's only so much you can do with the boats. You know what I mean? If y'all have any suggestions for some boat videos, fishing, anything like that, leave a comment. All right, I'm rambling now. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.